Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here in Foley Square, Lower Manhattan. It's Monday, July 24th, 2023, and we're covering a number of cases, but here's something we have to say. Sam Bankman-Fried. So it turns out that on Friday, the U.S. government filed a letter. They've been very friendly to Bankman-Fried. They let him to go out on bail. They've supported, apparently, it's still unresolved, his taking a unnamed list of people off the group of people that can visit him with having to list their names. Oh, Secret Sam. But he did leak the Google Docs of Carolyn Ellison, his former girlfriend and now cooperator against him, to the New York Times. There was a New York Times story quoting extensively from these Google Docs. And the government said that this was an attempt by Bankman-Fried to poison the jury pool and taint it. So we reported that on Friday, and then Judge Kaplan on Sunday issued an order saying, summoning Bankman-Fried to New York on July 26th, which will be Wednesday, 2 p.m. We will be covering that to discuss the conditions of his bail. Now, what's also interesting is beyond the conditions of not speaking or leaking about Carolyn Ellison is the still outstanding issue of that secret list of visitors. That was more than a week ago that they turned in the list. I think they expected to get an approval from Judge Kaplan. As best I can make out, Inner City Press filed to unseal the list. As best as I can make out, the list hasn't been approved. And some say, this would be at least one cryptocurrency publication, says that on Wednesday they will be addressing that as well. We'll just have to see, because the arrogance of the Bankman-Fried peoples, they never responded to that. They just moved on. Who knows if the secret visitors are already going in. Now, as the United Nations, we've decided to take a step back. Let's talk about Haiti. There's a story in the July 24th New Yorker about Haiti by John Lee Anderson. It's a good story, but it's somewhat misleadingly begins by saying Antonio Guterres is trying to get a multinational force, but the member states won't do it. Much later in the article, it says the UN brought cholera and committed sexual abuse and nobody wants them there. That's it. To the degree that a multinational force would be helpful, it's the UN itself, by spreading disease and refusing to fess up to it, and Antonio Guterres' long 7-year history of cover-up that's caused the problem. To be continued.